everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mina with Brujita Mamacita Tarot. Today we're going to get into a three-part oracle read or three-part tarot reading, tarot/oracle reading. And yeah, there's going to be three parts to it. So the first part is going to be a love message from the love message oracle cards, and that's going to be about what's either going on currently in your relationship or what is something that you may need to focus on. And then we're going to go into the Divine Abundance Oracle cards by Trisha Silver. That is going to be about career or just abundance in general in your life. And about that, this deck, the Divine Abundance Oracle cards, I did a review on them, and so I just show you the cards and read what's on the card. I don't go too in depth about the artwork and that kind of thing, because it would just take really long. But there, I did do a review on them, and if you want to see that, I'll go ahead and link it below so that y'all can see that video. And then last but not least, we're going to go into the Guardian Angel cards, which is going to be a message from your guardian angels. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm also going to clarify everything with just the regular Rider-Waite tarot if I need to. If I need to clarify anything, but the oracle cards are usually pretty straightforward, so we'll see what they have to say. A lot of times I do like to pull a couple of cards anyway, just from the Rider-Waite tarot, just so we could get more of an idea of what's going on or additional messages. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that from the regular Rider-Waite as we go. So, okay, so Spirit, what is the love message that you have for our collective? What is currently going on, or what is something they need to focus on? I usually like when the cards fall out, so. Okay, so the card that we have is You Are Enough. It says, the person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. And that is so true. I don't know what's going on. Lately, I have been getting these readings about a collective that just isn't feeling like they're enough. They're having a little bit of insecurity issues, and I'm not sure what is all going on in the stars with that, but that is something that has been coming up. I was just looking at the bottom of the deck, and it says past lives. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. So that could also be relevant for somebody. We'll go ahead and stick with those cards. And the last one before that, or the last one now, is boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. And that's so true. I won't get any more cards, but that definitely ties in with You Are Enough, because when you know that you are enough, you are very comfortable setting boundaries with others, especially when they're needed. So yeah, that's something that's coming up in love. So something you might need to work on is just possibly positive affirmations. Like, that's something that I like to do when I'm feeling a little like insecure about something, or have a little low self-esteem, as I'll usually go into affirmations where I'll just tell myself, sometimes I'll literally look at myself in the mirror, but other times I'll just sit there and in my mind I'll tell myself, like, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are abundant, you are intelligent, you are, just you are sexy. Whatever you feel like you need to say to yourself at that moment, whatever you're feeling insecure about is usually what I'll say to myself. So yeah, that might be something to work on, is like just being your own cheerleader, and cheering yourself on and telling yourself the good things about yourself so that you do start feeling like you are enough and that you're worthy of whatever it is you desire, because you are. We all are. So I guess I'm not sure what is going on with this past life. So this might be someone that you have just met in this life, but you share past lives, or it could be someone from your past in this lifetime. But something about you two is they are a soulmate and they share a past life with you. But yeah, and again with the boundaries, it is so important to like be clear on who you are, what you will allow, what you won't allow. Just knowing who you are in general, because when you know that, you're able to express it to people and they can meet you there, and if they're not meeting your needs and they're not meeting you where you're at, they're not respecting your boundaries, then that's something for you to think about on whether you want to even have a relationship with a person who isn't respecting your boundaries and who doesn't treat you the way you want to be treated and all those kinds of things, because that's all very, very important in relationships. You have to set clear boundaries of like, this is who I am, this is what I will accept, in behavior, language, whatever it is. Like, you have to be clear about that, so that you can feel heard and you can feel valued. It's very, very important to set boundaries in relationships. So yeah, so in love, that's what's going on here. I really don't feel like I need to get any more details about any of this, possibly just the past lives. So let's see, Spirit, what can you tell me about let me clear energy. What can you tell me about the past lives with the collective, with this couple? What additional messages do you have about past lives? So we have the Hanged Man, which is Pisces, and I just want to get a little more clarification. What additional messages, or clarify Hanged Man for me and past lives? So we have past lives, and then we're having the Seven of Wands. So what I get from this is that there's some sort of break going on, just because there's some sort of defensiveness going on. So perhaps there's a conflict, and perhaps it's a conflict that has been like a recurring theme in each lifetime. But there's definitely, the universe is asking you to like pause and think about what's going on in the relationship. And you know, because that's what the hangman represents, is enlightenment and taking a break from things and pausing to reflect on them. And then clearly the Seven of Wands has to do with some sort of conflict and feeling attacked or like feeling defensive. So I don't know if this is a pattern that you all have been going through, and if it's relevant now, or it's just, you know, something that's been going on for multiple lifetimes, but that's what it's telling me. So, and that definitely ties in with boundaries, especially the Seven of Wands, because if you look at him, he looks like he's setting boundaries. He's telling someone no, or telling multiple people possibly, and no, that's not what I will accept. This is, you know, you're not going to come at me that way. I'm gonna defend my position where I am, and like, that's what it is, you know. But yeah, so something about setting boundaries is really important in this relationship, and knowing that you are enough, and reflecting on things that are going on that are possibly making you feel like you're not enough, and where people aren't respecting your boundaries. So those are all messages about love right now that need to be focused on. Things that could possibly be going on at this time, or that need to be focused on going forward. Okay, so let's go into the divine abundance, the second part of the reading, which is the divine abundance card. And this is going to be, like I said, either about career or just abundance in general. We have extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So again, and that's a beautiful peacock there. And again, about this, like, to me, it speaks on this you are enough card and self-esteem. It's building on that you are, and affirming to you that you are extraordinary, you know, wild, impetuous, unique. Like, those are all beautiful characteristics, and all of that deserves to be honored. So again, with that self-love, self-worth, you are enough, and making sure you're having boundaries that convey the message to others that I am enough and this is what I deserve. And if you aren't willing to, you know, meet my needs, and then, or honor who I am, then you have to think about, you know, is this relationship good for you, you know? So that's what I see when I hear, you know, extraordinary. And again, like, this relating to career, it's also like, if you're feeling like you're not being noticed, or your job that you're at, they're not reciprocating in a way that where you feel like you're valued, and your value isn't being like, not so much praised, but appreciated at the, you know, at the very least, and honored, then that may be a message that maybe this isn't the career for you, or you just, you know, I see this and I think about going off on my own, and like, you know, basically going somewhere where you are going to be appreciated, and your value is going to be recognized, and you are going to be reciprocated with, and there's going to be an even energy exchange in this career. If it's not giving enough to you, then you may have to move on, you know. That's just the reality of it. It's like, at least that's how, you know, I am when it comes to career as well. But, you know, this is speaking on abundance as well, that to know that you are enough to go off on your own and like to go after what you want and what is going to reciprocate to you. So definitely these themes of like feeling like you're enough, and not only feeling it, like knowing you are, because you are, you know. Okay, and so we're going to go into the guardian cards and get a message from your guardian angels. And I feel like I don't want to move on from career yet, so let's go back to career and see if we could get a little bit more. What can we expect, Spirit, moving forward? What is something that our collective needs to focus on in order to be happy or feel recognized in this, in career and abundance? Clarify the 5 of Wands, please. Okay, so I'm seeing you have the 5 of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. So to me that says there was conflict going on and you're coming out of that conflict. There's an opportunity for you to come out of this conflict and accept that you deserve more when it comes to career. I'm not sure if this is like, because to me it sounds like someone isn't feeling there enough, so it's almost like they're battling with themselves about whatever this is in career. They're going against themselves. They're telling themselves that they're not enough when they clearly are with this extraordinary card. And almost like creating conflict with others, or trying to get out of this conflict with others. So they're working on their self-esteem so that they can realize that they are enough and get out of this conflict. And it could just be training as well. Like, we go through things in life where we're training ourselves to, like, you know, we're experimenting and training and trying to figure out like who we are, what we want, especially in career too. So it's one of those things that could be going on as well. What is this opportunity that is being presented in career, Spirit? What is this opportunity that is being presented to our collective? Bunch of them almost fell out. So let me see. So two cards like fell in my hand. So opportunity to move on, like I said, to focus on working on yourself or working on something you want to build and get into. Get really into depth with, because we are seeing the Chariot, and that is moving on, that is movement. And then the Eight of Pentacles, where it's someone deeply focused on their work and they do quality work. And that's another, going back to this you are enough message, that you do quality work and you focus on the details. And you're someone who wants forward movement, and you do move forward, and you offer, you offer a lot. You offer a lot in whatever it is you do in career. And you need to realize that. And it doesn't matter if there's conflict, or, if people aren't recognizing your worth. If you feel that within, that you are worthy and you are at peace with what you do, then you will move forward and you will get past this. And that's what you need to know, that you are worthy of more. You are worthy of being reciprocated to, and having even energy exchanges, and feeling valued in what you do for a career. So those are the messages with career. Now we're going to go into any last message from your guardian angels. And I'm just going to go ahead and spread these out because they're in the shape of a heart, so it's a little hard to shuffle them. So I'm going to go ahead and spread these out instead. And choose a couple of cards here. So Spirit, guardian angels, what would you like our collective to know at this time? Okay, so we got a few cards here. I meant to pull just two, but then a third one wanted to come out as well. So I'm going to read them in the order that I pulled them. So we have healing. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. So beautiful. I'm not sure what is needing to be healed. To me, it sounds like self-esteem issues and self-worth issues, and just not feeling appreciated in the universe, in your relationship and career in general. That is needing to be addressed, and that is what the angels are helping you heal at this time. And yeah, love is the greatest healer, especially self-love. So when you have that, that just carries on into every other aspect of your life. So very, very important to love yourself, love your life, love where you are, even if you're not where you want to be yet. Being grateful is so powerful, and it'll attract more of what you want and more of what's good for you. But love is so powerful for healing. And yeah, let go of those fears and those illusions that you're not enough, because you absolutely are. So yeah, that's a beautiful message from your angels. And then the next two messages we got are self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. And so again, going back to this theme of that you are enough. I can't say that enough in this reading. I guess it's the biggest message that wants to come out, is that You are absolutely enough. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you are hard on yourself, be more compassionate to yourself. Treat yourself as if as if you were a friend to yourself. How do you treat your friends? You are there for them, you accept them, you reassure them, you let them know that you love them. And that's the same way that you need to treat yourself and your inner child. It's so, so important to have compassion and love for yourself, and to constantly catch yourself when you're having these negative thoughts and feelings and emotions, about yourself, to catch them and just recognize them and for what they are, that they're illusions, because they are. There's nothing to fear. You are a beautiful being. You have so much talent. You bring a lot to the table in anything you do, and you need to constantly remind yourself of those things, and like constantly catch when you're having those negative thoughts, and just tell yourself, no, like that's not true, and tell yourself the opposite of whatever it is. Like, you think I'm not enough. In your mind, you're thinking I'm not enough. You need to tell yourself, no, you are enough. No, I am enough. It's a very, very important to have these, like, correcting your thoughts on yourself and having more love and compassion for yourself the way you would for anyone else. It's so, so important to have that for yourself. And then we have the last card is prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. And so that's a beautiful message to leave on, is prayer, and how that is so, so important in life in general. I pray at night and in the morning every single day. I pray, and even during the day when there's moments where I'm feeling like I'm not strong enough to get through something mentally or physically, I pray. I pray to my angels, my guides, God, spirit, whatever you want to, pray to. I pray to my ancestors, and I almost always like instantly feel relief just knowing that something bigger than me is guiding me and taking care of me and watching over me. And it's so important to just lean on your guardian angels, lean on your guides, lean on your ancestors, lean on God when you feel you need to, and also to pray about things that you feel limited on, like it's saying, if you feel, pray about your self-esteem, pray about self-love, you know ask your angels, ask God, ask spirit to help you be more confident, help you feel worthy, help you feel valued, to like help with these things, because they will. If you don't ask for it though, and you don't pray and you don't ask for these things, then they can't help you, because there's free will, and they need you. They, meaning spirit, God, angels, they need you to ask for what you need in order for them to give it to you. So you really do have to like physically say these words and ask for these things you need. Sometimes, it is just thoughts in your head that you want to, that you ask for these things, and it they can still be answered that way, but it's so much more powerful when you voice it, when you voice what you need and what you want, and when you ask for them. They love that. They are waiting to hear for your prayers, waiting to answer you. So important to lean on prayer when it comes to these things that you're feeling lack in, or limited in, or just feeling less than, and just remember that they're always with you, and that they're eternally guiding you, and that you have an eternal light that is always guiding you. Your higher self is always guiding you eternally. These are things that are so, so important to lean on. You are always loved. You are always guided. Yeah, so I think that's all the messages that I have for now, that Spirit has for now. If you have any questions or any comments, anything you'd like to add, maybe you want to add your own affirmation down below, about any of the topics we talked about that would be helpful for others, then that would be greatly appreciated, because we want to create a community where we're sharing these things and helping others to feel loved and appreciated and valued and accepted, and just cheering each other on our journeys, because they're not always, love and light and easy. It's not always like that. Things can be very difficult, and we all go through our own, issues, whether it's in things outside of us in our life or whether it's within. We all deal with that. It's human nature. So anything you have that you think would uplift the community, the collective, put it down below. I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I'll most likely do another reading sometime next week. I'm not sure when, because I'm not on a schedule yet, but I'm going to try to go for at least 1 or 2 readings a week. So I'll be back on soon for another reading for y'all, and thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.